back to our channel. It's Ria and Zuri. Can you say hi, baby? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? You got a little Cheeto. Today I wanted to share my experience with pregnancy and then with labor, giving birth, and what it's like to be a mom now. So here you go. So I hope this video helps for those who just wants to know what it's like or is undecided if they want to have a baby now or if they want to wait. But I hope I can answer some questions. So without further ado, let's get to it. So as far as being pregnant, I found out when I was pregnant when I was 4 weeks already. And the first thing I did was tell my friend. She was already like 2 or 3 months pregnant as well. So we ended up being pregnant around the same time. And then I told my man, and I told him with a picture. I showed him like the positive pregnancy test, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was just like, "A positive pregnancy test." He didn't really show much emotion through the text until he got home, and then he was happy, or he wasn't mad or anything like that. So I waited to tell everybody else, though. I wanted to have my first ultrasound. I actually wanted to wait until I was 3 months, but I was too excited. I actually waited until I was 8 weeks. So as soon as I got my first ultrasound, I let them know. And my family was pretty happy. My siblings in California were pretty happy, or they were going to be a first-time aunt or uncle, so they were pretty happy about it. And then me finding out, good time. No, like, why now? You're young. Nothing like that. So it was alright. And then during pregnancy, I didn't really have a hard time either. Like, I could eat what I want. I mean, except for like, for some reason, I just couldn't eat salads. Like, I couldn't eat vegetables. I just needed sweets. Like, I could eat it, but then me forcing myself to eat it, I would end up just gagging, like throwing it up, just throw it away. Like, I didn't want it at all. And I would just crave cookies, McDonald's freshly baked chocolate chip cookies, Oreo cookies, cakes, like all of that. I just wanted it all. And they, you know what they say about like, if you crave sweets, you're having a girl. If you crave spicy foods, you're having a boy. I mean, that was true for me. Some people like don't believe in that, but that was pretty true for me. And even if that wasn't really true, it kind of runs in my family that the firstborn is always going to be a girl. Like, I know it depends on like the male and their genes and stuff, but as far as like giving birth, it was always girls. So I already knew I was going to have a girl. So whether or not I crave spicy or sweets, I just knew I was going to have a girl. And sure enough, I had a girl. So and I was pretty happy with the result too. Like, I wanted a girl. I've always wanted a girl first, so I was pretty happy. Also, during pregnancy, I pretty much did what I wanted to do, or eat what I wanted to eat. I still wore heels every day. I didn't work out, though. I stopped working out. I didn't even work on my arms. Like, I didn't do any of that. And as far as my body, I only got stretch marks on my upper thighs, on my hips, and then on my breast, but not so much anywhere else, not even on my stomach. And I thought I would, because I was very small and petite. And then stretching out to be, 9 months pregnant, I thought I would, but I didn't. I moisturized with olive oil, so I don't know if that helped or if I just didn't get the stretch marks. The baby. I got her eating these little Cheetos, these little pups. Yeah, these little crunchies. But yeah, so pregnancy was fine for me. I mean, I felt like I had that pregnancy glow, and I actually felt good during my pregnancy. So it was a good time, and if I wanted another child, or I would go through it again. Like, it was a good time. I didn't have morning sickness or anything like that, so everything was fine. The only thing I would probably change about pregnancy, I would probably eat a lot healthier. I mean, I did have to take the glucose test twice because I failed the first time, so I had to take it again, but I had to do the 3-hour one. So I mean, I passed that one. I don't have any diabetes, so I'm fine, and she came out perfectly healthy as well. But that's probably the only thing that I would change, is just to eat healthier. And then also try to work out a little bit more. I mean, now the body that I have now, I'm not mad. I'm not self-conscious about it. I probably just work out a little bit more when I was pregnant. And then, because now I don't really have the time to. I mean, I try to do as much as I can. Or I have Zariah as my weight, you know, like the previous video. But, yeah, how I used to work out before, I can't do that. Overall, pregnancy was fine, and it was pretty fun too. I wasn't even like emotional or hormonal. Like, I wouldn't get so mad about a lot of things or cry about a lot of things. I mean, maybe like once in a while, but during the whole pregnancy, no. Well, now for the labor parts. This was the best moment of my life. Her coming into my life, coming into my world, being born, like the whole experience, the whole time, I will never ever forget it. So what had happened was, it was New Year's Eve. Okay, let me tell y'all, she was actually born 3 weeks early. Her due date was January 22nd, but she actually came on January 1st. So she was actually 3 weeks early. So it was New Year's Eve, you know, I'm not expecting her to come. Oh, excuse you. Excuse you. I heard that. It's 6:50 in the morning, and I woke up because I heard like this pop noise. Like it was just like that. And I woke up and I thought I kind of peed myself. So I was, you know, I got up, cleaned up. And then I went to the living room, watched some TV, and then it happened again. Like, not a popping noise, but just like I thought I peed myself again. And I'm thinking like maybe that's just discharge. So I went to go, I went to go clean up. And when I went to go like grab the towel and stuff to clean up, it started running down my leg. And I've never had that much discharge where it would run down my leg. So I was like, this is weird. And like, I remember it even got like the carpet wet. Like it was enough to make the carpet wet. So I was like, okay. My man was in the shower, and I didn't even tell him like my water broke. What I said was, there's something coming out of me. Like, I didn't know it was my water. Like I was just kind of like, what is this? He told me to call my doctor, but mind you, it's about 7 in the morning, so the place is closed. So I actually called the emergency hotline for pregnant moms at the hospital. And then the lady told me to put a pad on, and then so that way we can test it once I get there. We can test like the fluid and stuff. I didn't even have any pads at my house. Like, remind you, I'm pregnant. I don't get my period, so I didn't have no pads at the house. So I actually had to drive out somewhere, and we had moved to a new part of town, so I don't know where the closest gas station to go is. So I'm just driving around like, where is this gas station? I need a pad. It's already been 30 minutes. I finally found one, and then I was supposed to wait an hour, but since I've been driving around for 30 minutes, only had to wait 30 minutes. And then the pad was already filled. Like, it was completely wet when I got to the hospital. And then sure enough, she tested it, the doctor tested it, and it was the amniotic fluid. So she said that I was in labor. So I told my man, I called him up. He ended up coming. It was like 11 a.m. this time. He stayed with me, and now we're just playing the waiting game. My friend ended up coming and visiting me at 6 p.m. and I still didn't feel no contractions. They said I was 3 centimeters still at that time. Like, I was still 3 centimeters. And so I was doing everything I can. Like, me and my friend, we walked around. We got the bouncy ball, and I started bouncing on it. I was just trying to do everything I can to have her come, because I kind of wanted her to be the firstborn in 2020. So I was trying to do everything I can to make sure that she was the firstborn. It wasn't working. When they checked me again, I was still 3 centimeters, and I was like that for a while. Well, they told me, like, if I just relax, maybe just lay down and relax instead of don't try to rush it and stuff, it'll probably happen on its own. And that's actually how it happened. Like, I ended up just laying there, just relaxing. I didn't like try. I just let it do it on its own. Here you go, baby. Finally, I felt the contractions. So now I'm like 6 centimeters, and I finally felt the contractions, and it hurt so bad. Like, I'm telling you, it hurt. Like, when you're on your period and you're cramping, you know, it's kind of like that, but like 10 times or 100 times worse. Like, you don't just feel it like right under your stomach, like right under your belly button. You feel it everywhere. And so I was in pain. It hurt so bad. I was trying not to do the epidural, but I ended up taking it. I think once I was like 7 or 8 centimeters or something. But I really didn't want to. But the pain was just, oh gosh. I don't know if I can go through that again. If I were ever to have another child, I don't know. Like, that part I was screaming during labor. But yeah, the pain was just like unforgivable. Like, I couldn't take it. And then also during labor, like, I was really cold too. Like, I wanted to take a hot shower. They wouldn't let me, but then when I finally said, like, I really want to do it, they finally let me, but they said that they had to watch me because I had like the little, like, what's it, like catheter or something. They just wanted me to make sure that I didn't get it wet. But the thing is, they forgot to even wrap it up. Like, I was like, here you are, you guys want to watch me take this shower, or like at least like just be in the hot water, and like you forgot to wrap up my hand. But yeah, so I ended up having, I took that hot shower because I was just so cold. Like, I don't know what it was. And then I was in pain from the contractions. Like, it really hurt, and it was every, like, I want to say 10 minutes. And during this whole time too, my doctor wasn't even in town. The doctor that I've been seeing for all my ultrasounds and everything, all my problems that I had or anything that I just went up to her for, she was out of town. Like, she even told me she was going to be out of town too, but I had to, you know, have my water break right when she was out of town. So when I was in the delivery room, I actually had somebody completely brand new, and she was actually delivering another baby. She was actually the first baby born, but it was C-section. So she was mostly over there with that patient. You know, I didn't have my doctor, and I don't know about this girl. I don't know about this lady. You know, I trusted her, so I just let her deliver my baby. She did a wonderful job. And sure enough, Zariah was born. It was 10:11 in the morning. It was New Year's Day. And if I did my research right, she's the firstborn vaginally, the first female born, but she's the third to be born. So there was 2 before her, for both boys and both C-section. That's just as far as the research that I've done. So she's the third born in Alaska. So I thought that was pretty awesome. She was 5 pounds and 10 ounces. So she was small. That whole experience, I would do it again. Like, I mean, besides the contractions, maybe not the epidural, but I would do it again. Like, give her a little sibling, you know. It was such a beautiful moment. When they put her on me, I will never ever forget it. It was just so beautiful. It was so, like, magical. It was just a dream come true. Like, gosh, like, this is my baby. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you to come, girl. You finally came, and now you're like laying on top of me. You're not inside my body anymore. You're like right on my chest. It was so amazing. I loved it. I was so in love. Oh my gosh. And you know what? When it hit New Year's Day, once it was 12 midnight, it was actually cute because my man actually proposed to me too. So it was so sweet, like the way that he did it. He didn't really get down on one knee. But he did. He was like, now that you're having my baby, I'm gonna respect you more. I'm not gonna like call you names or anything, not even if we're joking. Like, you're my woman and I love you. And so I was like, okay, so what you gonna call me? Like, I'm just like, what you gonna call me then? He was all like, my fiance. And I turned around and I was like, what? And he had the ring in the box. He had it open, and it was the sweetest thing. So when I gave birth, like, I had a ring on my finger, and here she is. So it's a brand new fiance, wife to be, mom. Like, it was such an amazing experience. Like, I loved that whole moment. I will never, ever, 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 ever forget. Well, even the littlest details that happened that day, I will never, ever forget it. Like, it's still in my mind. And when I gave birth to, oh gosh, I was crying, I was screaming. Oh my gosh, I couldn't breathe. I was like, bro, I can't push. But yeah, like I just like pushed like this. I was like, push, like just trying to get her out. It hurt. I was trying to get you out, girl. You was hurting mommy with your big head. Yeah, with your big head, girl. Overall experience of being a mom, I love it so much. Like, it is hard at times, but most times it's very precious, especially now that she's growing, she's getting older. I love watching her grow. I love watching her reach her milestones. Like right now, she's about to get her first tooth. It's so exciting and very, very precious, and I love every moment of it. Like, when she was a newborn, it was kind of hard. You know, this is my first time ever taking care of a baby, like an infant or a newborn. So, like, it was hard. I didn't know really what to do. I had learned when I was in school and everything like that, or the stuff that my man tells me or teaches me. But it was hard. I had to get the hang of things. I had to learn her cries. Now that she's a lot older, I know her cries, or I know what she wants. You trying to get over here? Okay, come over here. Ooh, yes. Very fun experience. I feel like it's a complete turnaround of the life that I used to live. I feel like now I have a reason to live. Like, I have a reason to keep grinding and hustling and not to stop, not to give up. And it's all for you. Yes, it is. It's all for you. I have a reason to save my money, not to splurge, you know. So, definitely a complete life change. And I love every single second of it. Like, I used to be stoner, you know, party, drink, or I used to be like sad or think about the wrong things. But complete life change around. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't go back. Like, I love her so much. She's my soul. She's my heart. Yes, you are. I love you, Zariah. I love you, my baby. Mwah. If you are looking into being a mom or you want to wait, I mean, I hope this video helped a little bit. I hope I described contractions well enough. Again, I just wanted to share my experience. So, don't forget to subscribe to my videos. I'm going to be posting a lot more. Until next time. Bye. Alright, guys. Bye. Bye.